Welcome back to The Loud Lens, a podcast that says the quiet parts out loud, flips the bird on the creative gatekeeping. I'm Khandie, your blunt best friend with a camera and a whole lot of opinions. And today I'm talking to the ones who don't want to make photography their job, the ones that pick up the camera for joy, for peace, for themselves, and not a single bloody penny. I want to say this up front, it's not only valid, it's bloody brilliant. And I'm dedicating this episode to a wonderful lady who reached out to me on Instagram, and we were chatting. And I don't want to name her in case she doesn't want to name, but she knows who she is. So here's the thing: not everyone wants to make their hobby a hustle. Not everyone dreams of branding and pitching and client management or SEO hacks or worrying about GDPR. And that doesn't make you less than in this creative space. Okay. We live in a time where if you're good at something, there's this underlying expectation that you need to monetize it. Oh, your photos are so good. Why aren't you charging? You should totally open up a print shop. You should totally be a professional photographer. You're wasting time if you're not making money from it. No, that mindset is hustle culture, capitalism, and an ego doing a sexy little dance altogether, like getting all and sucking the life out of a lot of creatives. Photography is one of those arts that people love to commodify. That's a great word, isn't it? Maybe because we all have cameras in our pockets on our phones, and the lines between hobbyists and professionals seems blurrier than ever. But we need to draw them again and draw them with absolute pride. When you're a hobbyist, you're free to experiment, free to shoot weird things that you have no idea if you're going to enjoy, but you want to try them anyway. Free to take terrible pictures and never apologize for them. Free to fail spectacularly without any financial risk or reputational damage. You're not shackled to a niche. You're not worried about the algorithm, performance, whether a couple will tag you in their wedding photos. You're just in the moment. That is so rare and so gold. I've spoken to professionals. Hell, do you know what? I'm even one. Although I don't always call myself a professional. Many of us secretly long for the days where we could just go out and create for the sheer hell of it. In fact, there are photographers who are professionals being told, you know what you need to do? Go back to just creating. So we have to almost take a step back into hobby world because the pressure of being a professional is just too much for us. And that's okay. We are heading to burnout. We forgot to press pause occasionally. When it's new and fun, photography is amazing. It's pure. And when we aren't burning ourselves out on deadlines, social media pressure, and client expectation, it's fantastic. Now, let's be clear, hobbyists are the backbone of photography world, and I'll hear nothing for it. They fill forums with genuine curiosity. They beta test gear. They keep camera companies afloat. They shoot with their heart instead of contracts. They keep the passion alive in a way no brand brief ever could. You're not just a hobbyist. You're a keeper of joy in a world that tries to wring every last coin out of every creative pursuit we've all done. In fact, some of the best photos I've seen haven't even made in the studio by a pro. They weren't shot for clients. They weren't retouched for an inch of the live. They were taken by someone on a walk in the right light with no one watching. Honestly, some of my favorite street photography has been done by people who don't even do this as a professional job, right? Have you heard this before though? Oh, you're not really a photographer because you're not getting paid. Oh, you use auto? That's cheating. You don't shoot raw? Whoa. That's the kind of crap that hobbyists are fed all the time. Let me say this to you. Let me say this, particularly the ones in the back. Gatekeeping is a projection of insecurity, so shut the F up, okay? You don't need a client list, a website, a limited edition print drop to call yourself a photographer. You pick up a camera and you create, that's a photographer. End of. Stop letting these elitist standards crawl into your head and convince you you're not worthy of being proud of your work because you don't regard yourself as a professional photographer. Hobbyists can feel invisible in a sea of book me now pros. Social media makes that even worse. Honestly, I just swipe now and it's insane. Instagram and TikTok are full of glossy behind the scenes reels, insane edits, and gear talk that makes your kit bag feel inadequate. God, mine definitely does. I saw someone who bought the 600 mil lens and was like, yeah, I just bought this now, but I'm actually going to buy another one as well. Because I was like, what? Don't fall for it. You don't own the internet or brand, you don't owe followers growth, and you don't have to upgrade your camera body just to keep up, okay? Honestly, you don't. Do you know what? I found in the back of my cupboard the other day my original Nikon D90. Man, I love that camera. It's so easy. And I think it's something like, I think it's like 12 megapixels. I love that camera. And it works. I put a battery in. Part of me's like, oh my God, I should go shoot. I think that might be a forthcoming YouTube video, you know? The D90 against maybe the Nikon mirrorless now. I don't know. You get to enjoy what you have, shoot that makes you smile, the photo of your dog, the moody street corner, the messy sunset, it's all yours and that's enough. But what if I did want to go to pro eventually? Okay, that's great. You can get into it for the love of the craft, not a desperate need to pay rent. Hobbyist time is training time, but with the joy intact. You're sharpening your eye, building a library of images, and discovering your voice without deadlines and judgment. That foundation is utterly priceless. And if you ever, in a few moons, like want to go pro, you can do so with clarity and not because someone's pressuring you. Okay. I'm going to be blunt. There's no moral superiority in being a professional photographer. Honestly, it just comes across as douchebag energy. There's no gold star that we all get because we've made this our full-time gig. When someone tells me, when I meet photographers, they say, "Oh, I'm a full-time photographer," I'm like, how's the stress? How's your anxiety? How healthy is your bank balance? How's your pension? Like, yeah, we all know that. We all feel that pain. We feel it. Sometimes a passion into a paycheck ruins it. Sometimes keeping something just for yourself is the most powerful act of rebellion in a world that wants to monetize everything. So the hobbyist listening, this is a short episode, but please don't shrink yourself. You don't need to justify your love for photography for anybody. Not a partner, not a client, not an Instagram comment. Shoot for you, create for you, print it, hang it, or don't. You're a photographer, full stop in my eyes. I know that probably means jack all, but I'm sick to death of seeing hobby slagged into the ground. And if the episode has made you feel seen, good, because that was the point. Anyway, you can tag me in your Instagram. I want to see what you're up to. And I hope that you're okay. And don't ever feel the pressure to go pro just because you might lose the love of photography. I know many professional photographers who have gone pro and just ended up hating photography and can't look at it. I have a friend who bounces in and out of his photography journey constantly, deletes all his work, puts it all back up because he falls out of love with it so much. There becomes an undue pressure to create when you start sharing your work online and when people start saying, "Hey, you're a pro." "Oh, no, I'm not a pro. I'm not a pro," but you're selling your prints. That might make you a pro. I'm just going to say now, if you're enjoying creating, sometimes monetizing it takes all the love out of it. Anyway, this is a short episode, so I'm going to disappear. Oh, bang me watch on the table. I just wanted to reach out because Ms. D, that's her first name, sent me a message and it just sort of resonated and I thought I'd record it. I'm actually recording it the same day that she sent me the message, but this is being released much later. Take care of you and I'll see you all real soon. Okay?